Oh, I'm glad you're going to drive to this meeting. Traffic is always so bad this time of day.
Yeah, terrible. Waste of time.
Well, it shouldn't be anymore. I see you've gone cellular.
Yeah, I had the Cantel phone installed just last week. But, Joan, unless there's a button I don't know about, it doesn't make the traffic disappear, does it? I mean, the drive out to this meeting is still going to be a waste of time.
Oh, Dan, you're kidding me, right?
I am? I don't think so.
You can't be serious. What do you think you have a cellular phone for? Aren't you using it?
Well, sure I am. I make a few calls when I'm on the road.
Make a few calls?
Yeah.
That's it?
Well...
How do you expect to make this thing pay off? My car's become like a second office since I've had mine.
Well, I sometimes call the office and my business partner and, a few calls here and there.
A few calls here and there.
Yeah.
But that's like buying a food processor just to shred cabbage.
Oh, are you telling me I can shred cabbage with a Cantel phone?
Very funny.
Well.
Now, look, what I'm trying to tell you is that your Cantel phone has some really great features you should take advantage of.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Like Cantel network services. You're not using call waiting or no answer transfer or call forwarding?
No.
You mean you haven't tried Busy Transfer or Conference 3?
Oh, not yet. I mean, I guess I haven't taken the time to figure it all out.
But it's so simple. And if you activate the services yourself, there's no extra charge, though you still pay for the airtime. Why don't we do it right now before we get going?
What do you mean right now? Don't I have to send in an application form and have the features installed?
No, you can put the network services to work right now. It's all in your Cantel handbook. As a matter of fact, why don't I dig the handbook out of the glove compartment right now? You do have it in the glove compartment, don't you?
You're sure we can afford to take the time to do this?
Oh, here it is. Good. Believe me, you can't afford not to do this, Dan. Here, you follow along in the handbook.
Okay, where do we start?
Okay, turn the key to the accessory position so the phone's turned on. All right, let's try call waiting first.
All right.
Would you turn to the page with call waiting, please?
I got it.
Okay. Now, with call waiting activated, you'll hear a little beep whenever someone calls you while you're on the phone.
All right.
It's a snap to activate. You key in the activation code once, and then it works all the time.
Great. It'll be like having two lines in my car. What do I do to activate it?
Well, first of all, you see the symbols on either side of the zero?
Mm-hmm, sure. What about them?
Well, the one on the left is the star button.
All right.
The one on the right is the number button.
Okay.
Got it?
Star on the left, number on the right. Got it.
Ta-da.
Where's port?
Oh.
Just kidding.
Okay, now look, for call waiting, press the star button, then press 4, then 3. You hit the number button and press send.
The service feature that you have specified is currently activated. The service feature that you have specified is currently activated.
That's it? You mean my phone now has call waiting? Wow, that was easy, but how do I use it?
Okay, well, let's say you're on the phone with me and someone else calls you.
Right.
Now you'll hear a little beep tone.
Hear a little beep tone. Got it. Okay, what do I do next?
Say, excuse me, but I have another call. Can I put you on hold?
Very funny.
Okay, next all you have to do is press 2 and then send. You'll connect to the person who's calling and put me, the first caller, on hold.
All right, press 2 and send. Well, that's like pressing 2 to get to caller number 2.
Uh-huh.
Right, Joan. What do I do to go back to the original caller?
Well, keep pressing 2 and send, and you can swap between callers all day.
Great. Well, that's one down. What's next?
How about no answer transfer?
All right.
With no answer transfer activated, all your calls will go to the number of your choice when your Cantel phone is turned off or you don't answer it.
Oh, so you mean I can walk away from my car and trust that all my calls will be sent to the office automatically?
Sure, the office or any other number you want your calls transferred to.
Good idea.
You know, it really is. And like call waiting, no answer transfer is activated once, and then it works all the time.
Ah, now how do I activate it?
Well, you press the star button, 6, 3, and the star button again, and then enter the number you want calls sent to.
Well, I'll enter my office number.
Now, press the number button and send.
The service feature that you have specified is currently activated. The service feature that you have specified is currently activated.
All your calls will now go to this number when you're away from the phone.
Well, it sounds like call forwarding.
Yes, but it does more than call forwarding. No answer transfer only transfers your calls when the phone isn't answered.
Ah.
Call forwarding transfers everything until it's canceled.
So, with no answer transfer, I activate it once and that's it?
Right.
But with call forwarding, I have to cancel it every time I get back in the car.
Right.
All right, no answer transfer sounds like the way to go.
I think so. And there's also busy transfer, which works just like no answer transfer, except it transfers calls only when your line is busy.
All right, but I want the option to take all my calls.
Well, you only activate busy transfer if you don't have call waiting activated.
Nice to have the choice. But what's next, Joan? So far, I've activated call waiting and no answer transfer.
Hey, you're really getting into this, aren't you? Okay, the last one is Conference 3. It's a feature you activate only when you need it.
Let me guess what it does.
Okay.
When you're talking with someone and you want to talk to a third party, it's time to use Conference 3.
You're learning fast. But do you know how to use it?
No.
Well, it's as simple as all the other features. Whenever you want to add a third party to a conversation, just dial the third party's phone number and press send.
Oh, right in the middle of the original phone call?
Uh-huh.
You mean just dial a person's number and press send?
Yeah, and when the third party answers, just press 3 and send to get everybody on a conference.
Hey, I get it. Press 3 and send to get the 3 people connected.
Aren't you glad you studied arithmetic?
I
You
am.
are catching on.
I'm impressed.
Well, don't let it go to your head.
No. I'm impressed with the network services. And I can take a second call with call waiting, or have it automatically transferred with busy transfer. And if I'm not in the car or I don't want to take any calls, no answer transfer handles them. Plus, there's Conference 3, which puts a 3-way conference call right in my car. You know, I'm beginning to see how my Cantel phone can really be used as a productivity tool.
Yeah, actually, the network services are only the first step to really making your cellular phone pay off.
Oh, and what's the second step?
You have to use it.
Use it?
Yes, use your phone to clear up as many calls as you can, and you can't lose. The time you'll be saving in your car is time you'll be using for more profitable work in your office.
Yeah, well, wait a minute. It costs me to use the phone. Isn't it usually better to wait till I get to the office to return phone calls?
Come on, Dan, your time is worth much more than what it costs to use the phone. Much better to clear up your calls than waste that time, don't you think?
True.
It also helps to do a bit of planning. Make sure you take your callback messages with you when you leave the office.
Callback messages. Good idea.
Then, before you drive away, make a list of any other people you want to call.
Make a list of people to call. Okay, all right. Anything else?
Mm-hmm. You should enter the numbers you're planning to call in your phone's memory so you can speed dial in traffic.
Joan, now that's something I'm already doing.
Good for you, but have you put your cellular number on your business card so people can reach you? That way you'll never miss an important opportunity.
Right. A successful executive like me should definitely put his cellular number on his business card.
Okay, Mr. Big. And now, don't you think we ought to get going?
I'm ready to roll. You know, I think I'll make a call.
Dan, I don't want to sound like your mother, but for safety's sake, when you're driving, you really should leave the handset in the cradle and then use your hands-free speakerphone.
Yeah, you're right. Would you mind dialing the number that's scribbled on the front of the Cantel handbook?
No problem. Do you know, that's always a good idea, too, to get your passenger to dial. Hey, who are you calling?
My mother. She still likes to know when I've learned something new.
Yeah, but that's a cellular number I just dialed. Your mother has a Cantel phone?
Of course. How do you think I found out about it in the first place?
You have reached the Cantel network. This cellular number is either temporarily out of the Cantel service area or the customer is away from the phone at the moment. Please try again later.
Sounds like I should teach her how to activate the no-answer transfer. Or maybe you'd teach her how. Would you? Would you teach my mother?
Dan.
Would you? Oh, come on.
Drive. For more information on network services, please call your Cantel customer service consultant by dialing *811 on your Cantel phone.